Kiss fans! Kiss fan from Kennett. This is Rambo from Kennett Square, Pennsylvania, mushroom capital of the world. It is very humid up here in the northeast part of America. As you can see, I'm wearing my blue, okay, I'm not going to call it that because it's politically incorrect, my blue tank top undershirt, for a politically correct term. And so you get to see the guns a little bit. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, right, whatever. Arnold, yeah. You'll be seeing me on Raw next week. All right, you know. I'll be wrestling Roman Reigns for the title. You know, they're gonna let me win it. All right? Anyway, okay. This is the Bruce Kulick episode, and no, it isn't. It's the Eric Singer episode. Of course, I got confused because they played so well together. You know, people argue other than the original lineup, best lineup. So anyway, you know how I start my show out. If you've seen my last what am I on my 12th episode now? After my 11 episodes, that I go back and talk about what I missed on, you know, with the last episode, and how can I miss the most important thing about Bruce Kulick? What a hell of a nice guy this guy is. I talked about how Vinnie Vincent's the most controversial. This guy is the most non-controversial guy there is. I mean, people make fun of him for being a yes man, but I mean, hey, he's just this really nice guy who just wants to work. Man, that's all it was. And hey, you know, I mean, that's if Paul and Gene liked him for that reason, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Another thing I also forgot to mention: first and only member to actually be able to use his real name. And one other thing, this is a question. I never get any comments back on any of my shows, but if anybody sees this, and please let me know what the hell's the story with the dog makeup. It sounds like a joke, but was this something that was maybe discussed once between Paul, Gene, and Bruce? Is it just some kind of an internet joke that the fans do? It's like when they photocopy something and Bruce is in a picture, that they just like slap dog makeup on him or something like that. Just wondering. I mean, I know there was no they were never going to proceed with putting dog makeup on Bruce Kulick, so that's why I ask. Anyway, so another thing I wanted to mention was I got my Eric car. Even though I don't know why I have so many very little views for the Eric Carr episode. My episode made it onto a really hard Facebook group, the worldwide Facebook group of Eric Carr. It takes about three weeks to get them to post your post. So, and like I said, the Eric Carr fans, they're tough, you know. They don't want anybody talking about their boy. Yeah. But it got approved, so I must have done something right. Pretty proud of myself. I'm gonna pat myself on the shoulder there. Okay. And I don't know. I don't mean to use Eric Singer's episode to talk about Eric Carr, but when I did a little research, they talk about revenge, and it mentions that Eric Singer was going to be like the third or fourth Anton Fig, if you include Bob Kulick, that he was only supposed to fill in for a few songs on Revenge, and that was the plan. That there actually were plans for Eric Carr to be on the Revenge album. So now I'm hearing three stories. For the first story I'm hearing was was they were going to intentionally fire him over a stupid argument about a drum solo, where after his they were going to fire him the day after his party to celebrate his chemotherapy recovery. Where they wouldn't let Bruce go to, by the way. And then I heard then of course there's the obvious story. He was dying. They knew he was dying. They had to let him, and he could not perform his duties anymore. They had to let him go, and he needed to be replaced, which is pretty much the story I believe. You know, I don't think Paul and Gene were out to do him any wrong. You know, I don't think they were doing anything dirty behind his back or anything like that. They just had to go on with their business. Eric was not well to perform his duties. They had to hire Eric Singer. It was for no negative reason, and that's all. But now I'm hearing a third story that they had no intentions on firing Eric Carr at all until they knew he was going to die, basically, and that is why they had, and that is when they hired Eric Singer. So there's now there's three sides to the story. Like there's three something. I'm so glad I didn't say it. All right, but anyway, this Revenge is the album that Eric Singer debuted on, and I really like the inside of this cover. Look how well this band looks together. This is a good lineup. I really like the look. I really like this look. You know, Paul looks good. You know, I mean, he ain't looking all flashy. He's back to wearing black leather. You know, he's got his hair down a little bit. You know, letting his hair a little loose. Gene grows some facial hair. He's looking tough again. Bruce is looking cool. And there's our very first blonde-haired member of Kiss. That is a cool picture, man. I really like this picture a lot. Yeah, I really like this inside cover. This is one of my favorite inside covers of a Kiss album. This is the 90s Kiss era before the reunion tour, which, if you want my opinion, there was a point. There was a point. You know, I used to hate. I don't hate any. I don't hate it all anymore. I don't hate any members. I appreciate all members, but I used to hate certain members, certain ideas, certain things, but not anymore. But there was a time where I didn't like the idea of the reunion tour. I really caught on to damn, what was the next album, man? The one I like so much, and it's at the tip of my tongue, and I can't say it. Carnival of Souls. When I was listening to that album, I was also listening to Korn. I was listening to Marilyn Manson. I was listening to Deftones. That album was in that mix of CDs. It was in the 90s. I was going to community college. I was still dubbing CDs onto cassette tapes. I had a cassette player in my car. I would drive from Downingtown to Media to go to community college, and there'd be Korn, there'd be the Deftones, and then next thing you know, childhood ends, and I Will Be There is on the same cassette with all that. I love that album. I still love that album. Great fucking album. Did I just mention how fucking great that album is? Well, it's a great fucking album. Okay, but anyway, that's not. I was pretty disappointed, a little bit. You know, I never did go see the reunion tour. I guess I really wasn't like I said. There were some periods where I would shift off of Kiss for a little while, and this was in the '90s. You know, and the bands I mentioned, that's who I was listening to. Plus, I was into the grunge era at the time. Probably one of the reasons why I liked Carnival of Souls so much. You know, it's got a grunge feel to it. You know. But anyway, shit, what was I gonna say next? Anyway, this is the album that Eric Singer debuted on. It's a very famous album. A lot of people love this album. People think this is the return of Kiss, where a lot of people think this is the look they should have started. This is the look they should have started out with. When they took the makeup off, only it would have been Vinnie Vincent and Eric Carr in this picture. Although they all do wear leather and the all hell's breaking loose video, you know. Yeah, funny video, man. To see Eric Carr like shoving somebody, and then Vinny like hit somebody over the head with this little chain or something like that. But they're all wearing black leather in that one, except for Paul. He has to wear something maroon. So anyway, let's get started. Yeah, we're gonna play. So this is the album we are gonna play, because this is the very famous Revenge album where Eric Singer made his debut. Let's listen to some Revenge. Oh, one more thing before I play start any music. I gotta say my favorite fact about Eric Singer. His favorite television show was Sanford and Son. That's right. While Vinnie Vincent was working with the Fonz, Eric Singer was home, chilling out, and watching Sanford and Son. All right then. So where did it all start with Eric Singer and Kiss? He started out as a fan. That's right. He was out at their shows in the '70s. He was out there watching his hero Peter Criss just fucking tearing it up on those drums, you know. He loved Kiss. He was a Kiss fan all the way. And this is another guy with a resume, just like Bruce Kulick. What we got on here? Alice Cooper. He did his own thing. ESP, which stood for the Eric Singer Project. Played with Lita Ford. Gary Moore, which is also another one of my favorite guitarists, along the list of Jimi Hendrix, Vinnie Vincent, and Ace Shirley. Did a little work with Black Sabbath actually in the '80s. I think he was on that. Yeah, he was on the album Seven Star and the Eternal Idol. He even did some music with Olivia Newton-John. Interesting. Basically, he pretty much found his calling when he was introduced to Paul Stanley, and Paul Stanley asked him to be his drummer on the Paul Stanley Project, which was a live where he did a live concert. This was before Live to Win. This was kind of Paul's way of getting back at Gene for doing movies. he's like, Gene's gonna do movies. I'm gonna do solo concerts, and Gene didn't like that. So whatever. We're not here to talk about Paul and Gene. We're here to talk about Eric Singer. Great drummer, incredible drummer. Like I said, Eric Carr's my favorite, but this guy is a very close second, you know. And the guy can just rock. So basically, unfortunately, the world loses a great man in Eric Carr, and Paul Stanley says, "How would you like to join the band?" Eric accepted. So here he is. He's on Revenge. Does a hell of a job on this album. Like I said, people think, you know, him and Bruce Kulick are the best lineup since the originals. I would say it's my third. You know, I'm more into the '82 to '84 era with Eric Carr and Vinnie Vincent. But you know, just like most people, I'm an original lineup guy myself. Before any other era, but I love all eras. You know what I mean? He plays on the Revenge tour. They do great, and they go on to record Carnival of Souls. He does a little songwriting on there, I believe. Like I said, Carnival of Souls is an album where Bruce Kulick very much gets involved with. It's a little on the grungy side, a little on the dark side. It made people mad because, you know, Kiss is supposed to be a happy band. You know, Eric does a hell of a job on that album as well. And like I said, you know, it made me a little disappointed to see that group was gonna break up. You know, I mean, you know, I really like that. I really like that lineup. You know. But you know, Kiss had to do what they had to do, and I wasn't mad. I mean, I understood, but what, you know, whatever. But he does go on to do the Eric Singer project, and not only does he have Bruce Kulick as his lead guitarist, but he also has John Corabi singing for him, who was in union with Bruce Kulick, and he was also the only replacement member for Motley Crue, replacing Vince Neil only for one album. Here's some other interesting facts just to squeeze these in. First of all, let me bring up where he came from. He came from Cleveland, Ohio. He is of German descent. His father, a musician himself. Some of his influences were Humble Pie, The Who, Led Zeppelin, Queen, Black Sabbath, like all other members of the band, the Beatles. You know, Keith Moon was one of his drum heroes, along with John Bonham, Bill Ward, Roger Taylor, Cozy Powell, and Buddy Rich, and of course Peter Criss. In between where he gets hired back again replace Peter Criss on the farewell tour, being that Peter throws this major fit over. I forget what the reason was. I'm sure it had something to do with the money that they were paying Ace compared to what he was getting. But Peter Criss throws this major fit, destroys his drum set, and they bring Eric back to don the Catman makeup. Now I'm going to give my opinion about that. No, I do not like the idea of Tommy and Eric wearing Peter and Ace's makeup. But I let it go. I don't let it bother me anymore. It used to bother me for the longest time. The only difference is, I think Tommy is too much of an Ace clone, where I still think Eric Singer is still Eric Singer, only wearing Peter Criss's Catman makeup. Their personalities are totally different. Their drum style's totally different. Their body frame is totally different. Especially being the age difference. I mean, you know, obviously. And you know, Peter Criss of the Italian descent, Eric Singer of German descent, and he was born Eric Doyle Mensinger. Sounds pretty damn German to me. Like I said, his father was his name was Johnny Messinger. He was from German descent, and he played in local bands, as well as he played on cruise ships, which pretty much is where Eric got his influence from. Like I said, back with Kiss for the farewell tour. This isn't really a farewell tour for the entire band Kiss. This is pretty much a farewell to Ace and Peter. They are back touring again with Aerosmith. It was called the World Domination Tour. They let Eric go again, because they demanded 3 members of Kiss to be on the tour. So Peter Criss returns, and so the new lineup is Gene Paul, Eric Singer, and Peter Criss and Tommy Thayer. Tommy Thayer, who will be my next episode, starting out as Kiss's tour manager, and now being hired as their new lead guitarist. Bruce was considered to play the role, but they felt like Tommy was a better fit for the job, being that they were looking for an Ace Frehley clone. I can definitely not see Bruce trying to be Ace Frehley, even though they say he sounds more like Ace than Vinny and Mark did. I cannot see Bruce Kulick being the spaceman. They may as well put the dog makeup on him. And back to my opinion on Tommy and Eric wearing Ace and Peter's makeup. I don't support it, but it doesn't make me angry anymore. It's a business. It's Paul and Gene's band. It's what they want to do. It's Eric and Tommy's jobs. That's what they're told to do. They do it. And in fact, Eric actually pays homage to Peter, wearing the patches of Peter Criss on the Rock and Roll Over album. So, they decided not to, after the symphony concert, which is also a concert with the lineup of Paul Jean, Eric Singer, and Peter Criss and Tommy Thayer. Afterwards, they decided not to renew Peter Criss's contract, and Peter is fired from Kiss for the last time. So the new lineup, and today still the present lineup, is Gene Simmons, Paul Stanley, Eric Singer, and Tommy Thayer. And let me just say, I really liked Eric and Bruce together. Like I said, I wish I wouldn't have seen them break up. And if you saw earlier, I did a little pause. I was kind of hoping that maybe after the farewell tour, that maybe they would bring Bruce back and take the makeup off again. But that didn't happen. But they did hire Tommy, and let me just say this. Eric and Tommy, these two are meant to dance, man. I mean, I've never seen them live for a while there, but I will now if I get a chance. But yeah, for the longest time I was like, I'm not gonna go see them. That's not really Kiss. I don't look at it that way. That is Kiss. That is today's Kiss. Okay. You know, Kiss has gone through so many different eras. Why shouldn't today's era be any different? You know, Ace don't want to do it. Peter is done. Peter is retired. Peter don't want to do it anymore. He is 70 years old. Just leave the man alone. Okay. So
it don't mean spit to me.
Here's something I want to bring out. What the fuck does Eric Singer exactly look like? Okay. I've seen him with blonde hair. I've seen him without makeup, with black hair. I've seen him with makeup, with black hair. I've seen him with brown hair. I've seen him with brown hair and a ponytail, with a beard and a pair of sunglasses. I've seen him with a baseball hat on backwards, which makes his hair look short, but it's probably tied up in a ponytail. So I think I've seen like 5 different versions of faces of Eric Singer. It's like Eric Singer might be able to walk through the door right now, and I may not even know who the fuck he is unless he comes in wearing the Catman makeup with the black hair, or he decides to grow his hair long and blonde again. Oh, jeez. Anyway. But yeah, out of all Kiss members that's hard to identify without makeup, I'd say it's Eric Singer. That's my opinion anyway. So, like I said, they played the Rock the Nation concert. I seen it on YouTube, and that's pretty much where I gained a lot of respect for the union of Tommy and Eric. These two guys are meant to dance. I'm sure the day's coming soon. There's good. The Kiss breakup is coming, probably within the next 5 years. I understand Eric and Tommy are not going to be a part of it. Smart move. They should not be in Kiss 2.0. They're members of Kiss. You know, Kiss 2.0 should be for new young guys in their early 20s. But for now, Kiss is still going. We haven't seen a record from him for a while. Eric's first album he debuts on is Sonic Boom, which you could only buy at Walmart. I don't know the whole story behind that, so I'm not even going to get into that. And yes, that's where I bought it. So, pretty good album. I liked it. I really liked it at first. No, I guess I started listening to it too much and got a little tired of it. You know, I don't put it on that much anymore. But I'll still say it's a good album. Yeah, I heard the track that he sang on. He's a good singer. In fact, I mean, this is no disrespect to Paul Stanley, but it's no secret that Paul's been getting a little rough around the pipes lately, and Eric has been doing a good job of carrying Paul's backup vocals. If you notice on some of the concerts on YouTube, Paul only does leads. Paul does not. When it comes to seeing backup, you see Gene, you see Tommy, and you see Eric. But Paul is just, you know, stepping away, dancing away from the microphone. Yeah. But it's Eric who is really, you know, hitting those high notes and you know, for the backup vocals for Paul. Good job, Eric, man. I mean, you are more than a drummer, man. You really are a huge asset to this band, and I am not joking when I say that. Also, just like Bruce Kulick and Tommy Thayer, really nice guy. You know, I've seen some TV shows where he's on the meet and greets. He's really nice to the kids. Yeah, I saw this one scene, you know, where you know there's this little Chinese girl and there's Eric. Like, look at those cute little cheeks there, you know. Could you see Peter Chris doing that? Not really. Well, I couldn't anyway. But anyway, really nice guy. I like him. I've seen him talk. I've seen interviews with him. And he also has this thing with watches. He likes to collect watches. That's a hobby of his. And one of his theories is, I'm a drummer. A drummer needs to keep the time. So he's always wearing a watch when he's on stage, you know. What other interesting facts can I give you about him? He likes Indian food. His favorite drink is sparkling water. Now, whether or not he dabbled in drugs a little bit or did a little drinking, I don't know. But he seems like a pretty straight edge guy to me. You know, and if he does dabble a little bit, it definitely doesn't affect his work ethic. That's for sure. He's very respectful to his peers. Yeah, the drummers before him, Peter Criss and Eric Carr. He has a lot of respect for both drummers. Him and Ace hit it off pretty well when they played together. Him and Bruce, like I said, arguably the best lineup other than the original. And him and Tommy, man, I'll tell you what, when Kiss is done, I really hope these two start a band together, because they're just incredible together, these guys. I'm not even joking, you know. So all you Tommy haters, eat that, man. The second album he debuts on is Monster. I don't own it. I listened to it a couple times on YouTube. Not bad. That's all I can really say about that. Otherwise, he fits in the band well. Yeah, I guess he's been in the band off and on since 1996. And like I said, he's got a hell of a resume. You know, he's played with Alice Cooper. He's very well. He's very well liked. He's a very well liked guy. In the rock and roll community. He shows up at a lot of conventions. He is a fan's fan. You know, being that he was a fan once himself, he's there for the fans. You know, I mean, he's a real trooper. Yeah, he's a worker. You know. I also hear I didn't really necessarily hear that he's a private person, but I hear he's pretty much, you know, there for his job. You know, he goes in, he goes to the rehearsals, he records the album, he goes to the concerts, and he goes home, and he doesn't take his work home with him. That's the kind of person Eric Singer is. But that's about it. What I got for Eric Singer. Oh yeah, I loved him in Kiss Me Scooby Doo. Good job in your other new career doing voice animation there, Eric. You know, not bad. Yeah. But other than that, now here's a question. A lot of us are asking. Kiss Cruise 6 is coming up. A lot of people are we all know Tommy is not going to be wearing the Anka Warrior makeup. That's a given, you know. But don't even think about it. I think there's going to be people on the cruise wearing the Anka Warrior makeup, but not Tommy. Questions people are asking: will Eric Singer be wearing the Fox makeup? It's not advertised that he's going to be wearing it. You know, the advertisements show him wearing the Catman makeup, but you never know. You might be surprised. We'll just have to wait and see. Hopefully we get one more Kiss album out of these guys, and after that, I hope him and Tommy Thayer start a band together, and we get at least another 10 more years out of Eric Singer, you know, because he really is an asset to the rock and roll community. To us Kiss fans, there are not many. Even though there are a lot of skeptics out there that do not like him wearing the Catman makeup, they still don't hold it against Eric Singer himself. One example is Dee Snider. He made the same statement. I actually stole that statement from Dee Snider. He stole Eric Singer whether he wears the Catman makeup or not. So yeah. I mean, you know, Catman makeup or not, you know, I think he just totally has his own persona altogether. He is not a Peter Criss clone. I'll talk about Tommy when it's his episode, which will be the last episode. Although I think I might come back here and there. There are a few episodes I'm thinking about doing that have nothing to do with the members of Kiss. I don't know. I'd like to do an episode about the drummers. I'd like to do an episode about the guitarists. There's one episode I want to do, and it's pretty much about what it's like to be a replacement member of Kiss and being employed by Paul Stanley and Gene Simmons. And I think there was one more. I can't remember. I'm not going to review albums because there's that one guy that he does a way better job than I would, because he's got the technology to, make it better. But like I said, I really hope we get one more Kiss album. With this lineup, and then from there, I hope we get at least 10 more years of Eric Singer. I mean, he still is. I mean, after all, he is how old right now? Born on May 12th, 1958. So that would make him. Hold on, let me do the math here. I guess that would make him 58 years old, right? Yeah. Yeah, he's unlike the other past members of Kiss, and he and Tommy Thayer are the only two still hanging in there in their 50s. All the other members in their 60s, except for Peter Criss, of course, who turned 70 this past December. All right. Well, that is looking like my Eric Singer episode. I hope you enjoyed it. I had fun doing it. I'm glad I could do a good job at it. I think I did all right. I will see you next week for the last episode for the 10 official members of Kiss. It'll be the Tommy Thayer episode. I hope I do all right with this one, because I really don't know too much about Tommy Thayer. All right, guys. Take care.